Send my second email. I suppose I'll start my third soon. I typically do 3 a day. I saw my therapist. He's a nice guy, but it's like I said, he doesn't do anything to prove me insane. He doesn't do anything other than refer to the literature. Like that's like, and I do the same thing, of course, like in my way. Anyway. Right? They never could have guessed that I am, in fact, the strongest psychic in the world. That's like, that I would abort his magic because I'm so psychic. I resent magic. I resent being manipulated in that way. It's not cool, right? It's not hip. It's not clever, right? It's in fact deeply troubling to treat people that way, so unilaterally, so universally. It suggests a foundation of hatred, a foundation of dishonesty and deception. That's the point. That's the real point. And so their hearts sank so low because they know how sick he is. Right? They've always known how sick he is, and that was like, that he was never going to forgive me. Right? They knew that. They knew that, and they've just been, right? Been held hostage spiritually ever since. Yes, it's very funny. Like, oh, like Hollywood's so funny. Like, oh, rape babies. Oh, there's not really rape babies in them. He doesn't really tie them up 22 hours a day. He just wants you to believe that so you'll blow your brains out and think that Hollywood pussy is, like, not good, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's like I keep thinking about the AIDS, and that was obviously, like, him, like, trying to say to me, like, oh, like, Hollywood women are nasty, that I don't want, like, Hollywood women because they're, like, gross and, like, trying to give me AIDS. Is that, like, oh, you should go to Fish in Seattle because they're playing A Year to the Day. Right? From when I canceled the film and I wanted you to go to Seattle and you wrote Fish. Man, he's so deeply ill. He's so deeply ill. And now to not see that, my vow destroyed these women, and that's like really sad that they never could have guessed, They thought that I was a real catch. And I am, but it comes at a cost, No free lunches. But I'm really struggling with the idea of him not letting us be together, of him, like, he's awful. He's like a James Bond supervillain. He's the most miserable bastard in the world. Right? That all I ever did was be honest and true and debased myself completely, gave him my whole heart immediately. Just like the women, you get it? It's really sad. Like, I guess all the men are just supposed to be cynical, I guess. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know why love had to be a formula. Why it had to... Magic? I guess esotericism? What are you talking about? Magic right now? I don't know. There's no hope for that film critically if the three of us are not together. If it's not me, Sydney, and Mikey. Right? How'd you meet him? He's a big dick psychic dragon. And he came down from heaven, right? To watch us. Look out for us. Because, right? Otherwise we would have never done the film. You get it? There it is. There it is. And then they say, oh, he wanted to do Hamlet, so we convinced him to do it. But that's like, otherwise there's no magic at all, right? So there's white magic and there's black magic, right? And he never could have guessed that, like, a real white magician would, like, emerge, like, in this movie, right? In this, like, right? Because it's like a subtle, right? He doesn't actually love women. He doesn't love the thought of, like, arousing women. He hates women. That's the message of the film, right? And so when the women got excited and said, oh yes, he'll make me feel good, like, he's hot and, like, he's so talented and that's great, this is great, he's a writer and all these things, right? That he sucked it all up, all the magic, and turned it into, right, just another element of his control, So I respect no psychic, right? I'll talk with you about psychic phenomena. Right? Anytime a psychic occupies my mind, I consider it a pure violation. I consider it a disgusting, base abuse of wisdom. Right? And I never thought that I would actually be really considering this, but I am. I suppose I am in a palpable way, just considering how miserable and alone he is, and how he doesn't want to love me. He really doesn't want to love me at all, sincerely, with this little bit of white magic, that's all, dude. Just love me and know that I do feel you're enough, right? Not as a psychic, as a man, And the three of us, right? We can love each other and justify that film, because it's a really disgusting film, right? But it's really sad. It's really sad that he would rather I just destroy him, Well, that's. Oh, you're so strong. That's he's so cynical in his mind. He's so cynical in his mind. Right? Go ahead, go buy a bunch of needles. Go fucking, right? I want to feel it. I want to know what it feels like. You know what I mean? That's just real masochism, real bondage, spiritual enslavement. He did it to himself, right? I can't stress that enough. And so, when I tell the whole industry they all need to meditate on him killing himself, right? He's foolish to think that there aren't people doing that right now. In a big way. Right? They can't justifiably say, oh, I want Brian to die. They could say, I would prefer it if he shut the fuck up, right? But they can, legitimately say Quentin has been awful a long time, right? And if these women see something in him that justifies their performance in this film, then he needs to let them be together, or he needs to blow his brains out. That's what I'm saying, And that's really sad, that the women, they know I don't want to do it. They know I don't want to do that. That's a disgusting. It's a short circuit. It's not real magic. Right? If I want that to work, then my emails can shame him enough to kill himself. That should. Right? That should be enough. Right? That he watched me writing all that time, and he thought that it was appropriate to deny my writing, and therefore deny his feminine side, therefore deny his intellect within him. And so, that same thing that he denied all this while can finally compel him to put the gun in his mouth, right, and blow his brains out. And I'm sorry, dude. I am. I am. I'm sorry I don't respect psychic initiation at all. I'm sorry that I paid this ultimate price when I was 21. It's not. Right? Everyone around you, they all get it. The women all get it. They say, oh, no, he is a master. He's a true master. You don't see what's in front of you right now. Right? That's what we saw. That's what we love about him. That he'll help you in ways that you can't help him. Right? It doesn't matter that he's half your age. Right? It doesn't matter that he's hot. That's these are all the things that you're not seeing. You're not seeing all the things that we see. Right? Because he excites us here in our bodies. Right? Which you can't possess as a psychic. That's the point. Right? So, I stand by it. If it's half as bad as I think, right? No matter how they dress it up, they're dead inside. They're miserable. They hate themselves. They hate everything they see. There's nothing interesting about film sets. There's nothing interesting about Hollywood anymore. Right? It's all a reminder of how Quentin turned them into sluts. That they're just whores who get fucked on camera. But that's are you still glad I became an actress, Dad? Are you still glad I got into show business, Mom? Right? I'm not saying I deserve them, but maybe we deserve each other. That's what I'm saying. Right? Because we all despise Quentin now. They have for a long time. They have since they figured out that him tying up and fucking them so disgustingly violently is because he hates himself, because he cannot conceive children. That's right? That's pretty cut and dry. That's, Leo DiCaprio is the biological father of Quentin's son Leo, right? It's an Israeli actor. That's the father of his daughter, whatever her name is. The whore who gets pissed on for $500 an hour. That's what he would have me believe. Very funny. Very funny. And now I see it was all because, right, you get it. That's how he sees Mikey. That's how he sees Sydney. That they're whores, right? You get it? Like that's like bam, the hits just keep on coming, don't they? Right? That Quentin's daughter is a whore, right? Because he treats the women who are his spiritual daughters like whores because he doesn't respect women. He ties women up and fucks them violently because they remind him that God made him broken. You get it? He's a deeply sick man. He's the ugliest, most evil man in the world. And so this is why I talk about it. This is why I'm on this crusade. Because, like, at any time, the Hollywood establishment can simply refute my claims. Right? That they can simply say, here's the women, right? Like, they'll let you fuck them, but you can't have them because you're not telling the truth. Right? Like, yeah, I'm a slut. Have it one time and feel good about it. Fuck you, I love Quentin. Right? But if his slime, his psychic slime is so deeply disseminated into them completely, that last little thing, like inside of their mind, right, refuses to let them tell me anything other than the truth, then no one will ever say anything, will they? Because they know they can't lie to me. They know that no one has any arguments for my, right? Like no one can counter my argument. Right, that's the point. No one has, right? Like Brad Pitt did nothing to mitigate accidentally penetrating those women. In fact, he jerked off and got hard and then just fucked them. That's all that happened. They threw everybody out and he went, bam, 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 fuck you, you're a fucking nasty bitch. Right? Like, yeah, like that's like what I'm saying. I fucking destroy your libido because you don't respect me and you respect this man who doesn't respect Quentin. You get like how adolescent and like disgusting that is? Like that's literally like 2 10-year-old boys, like scorching ants with a magnifying glass. That's like beautiful women, celestial goddess of the vine, right? Fucking whore vessel skank for Hollywood's evil, psychic evil. Wow. They really should kill themselves, shouldn't they? Thanks, Quentin Tarantino. You made me a whore. Whore on 100 feet high. That's my last statement cinematically. That women are whores who get tied up and fucked for money. And so, right? The Oscar for Best Director goes to